Yeah, we need to talk about this.
We do not want to see teachers teaching their white pupils about white privilege and inherited racial guilt. And let me be clear, any school which teaches these elements of critical race theory as fact, or which promotes partisan political views such as defunding the police without offering a balanced treatment of opposing views, is breaking the law.
Let's just be clear what just happened there. Kemi Badenoch, a minister of this government, the Minister of Equalities of this government, just said that it's against the law to teach children about white privilege, which means it's against the law to teach children that systemic racism against people who are not white exists. In this country, black people are stopped and searched by police 10 times more than white people. In this country, if you've got a name that sounds like it's from Africa or the Middle East, you have to send between 70 and 90% more job applications to get a job offer. And to the very predictable comments that are going to say that white privilege doesn't exist because of the existence of working class white people, white privilege does not mean that white people can never be financially disadvantaged. It simply means that being white doesn't disadvantage them in the society that they live in. But Kemi's very clever here because she includes things like inherited racial guilt and defunding the police because those things are up for debate and do require opposing views. Systemic racism, however, is a matter of fact. Think about what I just said. Oxford University sent out 3,200 CVs that were identical in all but name, and the CVs with white-sounding names did 80% better than those with Nigerian-sounding names. Fact. But this is a standard trick in politics, to include a whole bunch of stuff that you're right on to hide the things that you're really, really wrong on.
What we are against is the teaching of contested political ideas as if they are accepted facts. We don't do this with communism, we don't do this with socialism, we don't do it with capitalism.
That argument doesn't really work, because the difference between socialism and capitalism isn't an argument over economic fact. It's an argument over ideology, about what to do with those economic facts. It's an argument about values. So what she's doing is the equivalent of saying that capitalism doesn't exist in America. We have genuinely got to the point where the government is declaring that it's illegal to teach children facts about the society they live in. This road we're on is so dangerous. But the government strategy is clearly, well, she's black, therefore she can't possibly be supporting something that hurts people from ethnic minorities. But there's one glaring flaw in that defense. They also put in place a Home Secretary who has admitted that her immigration policy would have banned her family from ever entering the country. So yes, by declaring it illegal to say that systemic racism exists in a country where systemic racism is fact, Kemi Badenoch is definitely supporting racism.